Welcome to Destination Mohawk House. I'm your host, Nikki Morville. On today's show, we feature our very special relationship with local farmers. We get crafty and creative in the kitchen, and we'll show you the finest, rarest pumpkin brews around. Come join me. So folks, welcome Destination Mohawk House. I am here with one of my dear friends, my boss, owner of the Mohawk House, Steve Scrow. Steve, 8 years. Can you believe it's been 8 years?
Yes, it's gone fast. It's gone quickly, but I think after 8 years we've come into our own. We're really enjoying it now.
You should
really having
be.
fun with it.
Absolutely. Here we are on a Friday night. Place is packed. Parties galore. You've got 6-Star Nation rocking out. People are dying to get in this place. Must feel good.
They're calling us the trendsetters. Basically, right now, what we're doing, we're switching things up constantly. There's a lot of work behind it, but we're switching the dishes up, our wines, our beers, and constantly changing and evolving.
So Stevie, besides being here 8 years, what's new with your dishes? Like, how are things going?
The dishes are a little different, a little familiar, and they're very tasty. Mm-hmm. They're constantly changing again and revolving. We're dealing with a lot of farms now. We're really enjoying the relationships that we built over these 8 years. And stay tuned because we got a lot of new surprises along the way.
A lot of new surprises, and a good way to stay tuned is always check us out on Facebook. We are constantly evolving and changing our statuses. You will constantly see pictures of everything that we're doing here, and you can't go wrong with any one of the million things great going on here, especially our food, Steve. It's so good. So folks, we have a big event coming up here on September 20th, and it is going to be with the Food Shed Alliance paired with Stone Brewing Company. A big night for a lot of local people. Lots of good stuff here. Kendra, tell me a little bit about the event and the Food Shed Alliance.
Okay. The Food Shed Alliance is a grassroots nonprofit organization that is basically dedicated to promoting sustainable farming and locally grown food, healthy food from northern New Jersey. We basically foster the respect for the land, nourishing the people, support of the farmers, and strengthening of communities. And that's really just what Food Shed Alliance is about. This dinner is one piece of many programs we do. We run farmers markets, we run farm to school programs, but this is called our Farm to Fork series. These are fundraising dinners, and they are really meant to highlight the restaurants that are really walking the walk with the local food movement. So
awesome.
That's what this is.
And Walking the Walk is Mohawk House.
Yes.
And
Yes,
that's
yes.
what we're doing, and we are hosting it here. And we're going to be pairing this dinner with a fantastic brewing company, Stone. Dennis,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about you guys and what you're going to be doing that night.
Sure, absolutely. Stone Brewing Company, we've been around since 1996. We have 2 co-founders, Greg Cook and also Steve Wagner. We actually started off back in Escondido, and that's where all of our beer is brewed. And we're at this stage in over 38 states. And we also, it dovetails very nicely with what Mohawk House does. And I'd like to thank especially Steve for inviting Stone to come in and be one of the first, I guess the first brewery to do the farm to fork dinner. And what's great is it dovetails with our philosophy in that we have a full-scale bistro attached to our brewery where it's an event space. We actually use only locally grown grass-fed beef. All our spent grains go back to feed those animals as well. And then we also took over an organic farm that was actually starting to fail, but we invested some money into it. And the organic farm is doing great now. It's called Stone Farms. It actually supplies all the produce for our bistro, also our catering operations, and any excess we do a CSA in the parking lot. So it really fits into the theme. And what's also great is we'll be hosting some of those dinners out there as well. Maybe we can get some of the people that have enjoyed the dinner that we're going to have here. Mm-hmm. If they need an excuse to get out to San Diego and try that over there.
Awesome. And as you can see behind me, we've got some really neat beers here. And Dennis brought one for us to sample. What's this one, Dennis?
Actually, this beer right here that we're sampling is the Stone Smoked Porter. It's Stone Smoked Porter with chipotle peppers. And it grew out of us doing casks with it. And people would want us to spin the casks, and brewers would add either like handfuls of vanilla bean, handfuls of chipotle peppers, and it just became the 2 most popular styles. We've actually done smoked porter with coconut.
Nice.
So just different twists, but people that have.
Let's cheers.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Well, hey, cheers to.
Cheers to the Food Shed Alliance.
Absolutely.
And the partnership with Mohawk House, because really it is quite the partnership, and it's everything we believe in here at Mohawk House. Like you said before, Kendra, you walk the walk, talk the talk, and that's what this place does. And here we're going to be hosting this lovely event. And folks, I'm sure if you want to get involved, not only can you call Kendria, call Mohawk House, definitely let us know that you want to be involved in this event. And even after this event, how can people keep supporting the Food Shed Alliance? Because it doesn't just end now.
No, it doesn't end
really,
now.
It's all year round.
By supporting your local farmers, you're supporting the Food Shed Alliance, because we're the middleman. We're just there to get people connected. Restaurants to farm, family to farm, whatever it takes, school to farm, and that's our job. So our website, foodshedalliance.org, has all the information about the dinner and all of our programs and anything else we do. So, and you can join our mailing list there too.
Fantastic. Kendria, Dennis,
Yes.
my
Cheers.
friends,
Thank you.
enjoy. We'll see you
Thank
at the dinner. Not only is everything so fresh as it always is here, but they make their sauce with special ingredients that Ken is going to share with us and you. So, very special day. So before we start with the ingredients, Ken, tell me about the sauce, because in the thick of it, that's what the Zuby Depeche is all about, right?
Yes, absolutely. Of course, you want to get good plum tomatoes. We use the canned plum tomatoes, like everybody else, and either from California or from Italy. We use the imported ones from Italy.
Okay.
You get a good Italian plum tomato, and what we do is we open the cans and we put them into a bowl. An old Italian guy taught me, you spray out the can, you put the water in with the tomatoes, and you kind of want to break up the tomatoes with your hands.
All right.
Of course, here we use gloves, but at home you can just get your hands in there.
Get right into it. Get dirty with those tomatoes. All right.
And when you do that, when you want to break up the tomatoes really good, and any skins will kind of come to the top.
Okay.
Because you don't like the skins that get caught.
Right, right.
You know. And it's a very simple process. What we do, we start in a rondeau, kind of like this is what the onions are cooking in over here. These are caramelized onions, actually. I told you that too. And what we do is we start it with olive oil. We start it with olive oil and garlic. We take sliced garlic and we saute it in the olive oil. We don't brown the garlic.
Okay.
And we put a little pinch of red flake pepper, and then we throw in whole leaves of basil. Like 2 bunches of whole leaves of basil.
Basil is such a key ingredient for good sauce.
Yeah, that's great for this time of year right now.
Absolutely, fresh
We're
basil.
picking it right out of the garden,
Yes.
so it's nice. And then we take diced onion, we throw that in with a little salt and pepper, and we like 2 onions to our pot there. And we saute that until it's translucent.
Okay.
So it's like you can kind of see right through it.
All right.
And then when we add our plum tomatoes, right to that.
Nice.
And I always wash out any kind of the bowls that we have the tomato in. Add the water. You want the water. What we do is we add the tomatoes to the pot, to the garlic and the onions and all that, and we bring it up to a boil. We all add our salt and pepper, and then we turn it down to a very slow simmer.
Okay.
And we cook about that amount 6 to 8 hours.
Wow, a 6 to 8 hour sauce. My sauce usually cooks for about 3. That's a long cooking sauce to get the best taste.
You notice like some people, they'll use carrot in their sauce, or most people in most restaurants use sugar, you know, to sweeten it.
Right.
It's not natural. You
Right.
know what I mean? What we're doing is we're the acid of the tomato is turning to sugar naturally through the cooking process.
Awesome.
So we're cooking it very slow over a long period of time. If it gets too thick, we add a little bit more water it down.
Right, right.
But we just let it cook really nice and slow all day long.
Awesome.
Actually, since I pointed to the caramelized onions, it's the same thing with the onions. Our onions that we caramelize probably cook for about 8 hours on the stove.
Nice.
You can imagine the guys love it when we're busy. And,
Oh yeah, and they got to be cooking
you got a
onions.
pot of onions or a pot of marinara on the stove.
Yeah, long process.
Our onions actually, you can tell they're starting to turn a little color, and that's not from the onions like getting brown in the bottom of the pan. We started the onions about 8 o'clock this morning, and we start them high and then we turn them real low, and it just simmers all day long, and it's starting to turn golden. It will actually have a brown color when they're done, but it's not from sticking on the bottom of the pot. They're turning brown naturally. The acid from the onion, like the tomato, is turning to sugar naturally over time and cooking it.
Awesome.
So the reason I'm explaining these things, like our marinara, is when you have stuff that you don't cut corners with,
Yes.
And when you add it to other things,
You get better results.
you come out with a wonderful result.
Exactly.
And I think that's why we get the responses we do on certain things.
And it's true, folks, everything here is as fresh and homemade as can be. There is no jar anything. So along with the many close relationships that the Mohawk House has with so many people in the community, a biggie for us is the Sparta Farmers Market. I am here with Mitch Morrison, who plays a big role in the Sparta Farmers Market, and a bunch of fancy folks behind me who also support it as well. So Mitch, tell me a little bit about the Farmers Market and the relationship that you have with the Mohawk House.
Okay. My part of it is I'm Ben Del Coro's assistant. He's the guy who really runs the market. Our relationship is we want to thank you very much for all your support and your coupons and the monies that you've helped us with. And a bit about the farmers market itself. Well, we started 2 years ago. This is our second year, and our farmers are doing incredibly well. A lot of them sell out every week, basically. Some of you do? Yes. Okay. And it's all about building community and having some fun.
Awesome. And that's what we really believe here at the Mohawk House is fresh food to plate. Steve and Rachel, the owners here of the Mohawk House, 100% believe in our local farmers and all that they do around the county. And that's why we love being such a big part of the Sparta Farmers Market. So along with Mitch and all the people that came to represent with the Sparta Farmers Market, one of our friends here at the Mohawk House, we've got Sue from Everlasting Garden. And a lot of times you're gonna walk into Mohawk House and at the hostess station, you're gonna see a beautiful bouquet of flowers, fresh cut. That's what you're all about. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, I am a third generation cut flower grower here up in Sussex County in Branchville. I grew up in the business. I have a small farm up in Branchville. I do a lot of cut flowers out in the field, anything from zinnias, sunflower sloches, peonies, hydrangeas, which we're all booming with right now, aside from the peonies.
Awesome.
And we do a variety of culinary herbs and garlic also to provide at the farmers markets here.
Awesome. So tell me fast, your relationship with Mohawk House. Why is it so important to be local and to support, your local guy who's getting everything fresh, and why Mohawk House really is so special, because this is something they really, really do believe in?
Well, I believe as a cut flower grower, flowers as a crop gets a very bad rap with the American public. They think flowers are something that I buy and it's going to be dead the next day. But being a local farmer and an experienced grower, I'm able to provide a very high quality product, something that's going to last on your table for at least a week, if not more, depending on the flower type that we're cutting. And it's been such an honor to be able to put product in this beautiful restaurant and expose people to what we do and what we're capable of doing.
Alrighty, folks, you have found us in the pumpkin patch here at the bar at the Mohawk House. I am with three gorgeous ladies who work here. Yes, if you come in here, you get to see these girls too. I mean, added bonus. Anyway, we are going to be promoting pumpkin beers. We have 16 and counting of the rarest pumpkin brews on tap in the state. So I don't care where you are, you have to come up here to Mohawk House if you want the rarest pumpkin brews in the state. And folks, with the fall, it's what you want. What you want to drink, okay? I'm here with the lovely ladies, Heather, Casey, and Becky. And Casey, we've got 16 and counting taps, but how do you know, really, how do you decipher which pumpkin brew that you want to drink?
See, we have 16 on tap, but they're all different. You range from your Imperial, which is going to be very high in alcohol. I mean, we have the Weyerbacher on right now, that's like 9%. We have the Sam Adams on right now, the Double Jack, which is around 9%. So if you're looking at something like that, you're looking at something which is much more alcohol, opposed to the Shipyard, which is a light beer, 5%. It's got nice little cinnamon tints to it. It's not too overpowering. But then you have like the UFO, which you're getting pure pumpkin pie in your mouth. So it depends on how much pumpkin you want, how much alcohol you want, and you really got to take a peek at them because they're all different. They're all different in flavor, and they're all good. It just depends on what kind of pumpkin beer you want for yourself.
And I love that, because when you think of pumpkin, you might just think of one pumpkin taste, but really, like Casey said, there's different flavors, there's different alcohol contents. So depending how long you want to spend your time at the bar here, right? Which, hey, you can stay here all night. We're here, right? You can try every different one. We also have Oktoberfest coming up in the fall. As our beautiful little Oktoberfest girl here. How cute is she? Folks, you can see these girls live in the flesh when you come here. I mean, it really is an added bonus. I call them the Blonde Ambition Tour. I love these three girls. So anyway, the beers that we have here, they're going to be sampling. So Heather, you can have a sip of yours. You can tell the folks just how good it tastes. And yes, it's huge.
It's amazing. It really is.
It is amazing, right? Case, you can have a sip of yours and give a little taste of the palate and tell folks really what you're going to be sampling here. Yummy.
Not getting any better than that.
Not getting any better. And the lovely Becky. She's got to double fist this one, folks. So again, here at the pumpkin patch, forget about pumpkin picking this year, folks. You come to the pumpkin patch here at the Mohawk House, okay? And that's where you're gonna find the rarest brews around in the entire state, 16 and counting. Can't go wrong with it. You can also look us up on Facebook all the time. We're constantly updating our beers and letting people know really what's on tap. You'll often see these lovely ladies on there as well. So get on down here to Mohawk House and try these pumpkin brews before they go, because guess what? Like pumpkins, they're gonna be throwing out and coming back in really fast, constantly overturning here at Mohawk House. So come on down, try them out.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I am here with one of my favorite girls. This girl is the woman here at the Mohawk House, my girl Lisa. You see her behind the bar. She's always dolled up and gorgeous. Can you believe this face? I love her. Anyway, Lisa is big help here. We're going to be talking about Ladies Night. Hottest ticket in town coming here to Mohawk House. Lisa, what's it all about? What are we going to find at Ladies Night?
We are going to have Ronnie and Dana. We're going to have DJs here. We have drink giveaways. We have drink specials.
Oh my God.
It's going to be awesome.
So, what puts us like above the rest that we're going to be partying here for Ladies Night? Why is it so special?
Because it's at the Mohawk House and it's the hottest place in town. That's for starters.
It absolutely is. Ronnie and Dana, first of all, are like the hottest DJs around. So we're talking a Wednesday night. What else are you going to do? Why not come out where you can get the hottest drink specials in town?
Hottest drink specials.
What are some of the drinks people are
We're
going to be
going to have
drinking?
champagne cocktails with floating flowers, and then we're going to be giving away roses to the women. It's going to be great.
Who doesn't want a rose on a Wednesday night, folks? I wouldn't mind a rose on a Wednesday night. Okay, so Lee, now I understand we might be having some decent-looking guys serving the drinks.
We're going to have male giveaways. They're going to be giving away gift certificates and t-shirts. Ladies, everybody likes a nice dressed man, right? In a tuxedo?
Hello, I will take this any night, but hey, it's Wednesday night. Wednesday night is what it's all about. Coming down to the Mohawk House, we're gonna have Ladies Night. It is going to be the hottest ticket around, and you're crazy if you miss it. All right, folks, so we have a behind the scenes here at the Mohawk House with Six Star Nation, the big band featured tonight here at the Mohawk House for our entertainment. Tell me a little bit about your band and what it's like performing here at Mohawk House.
Well, my personal favorite, I live so close. We've been together about 2.5 years. We just got a new addition, Phil, back there behind the drums. We have Darren Wines on the guitar, Eric Maffei on the bass. I'm Carl Johansson, I sing. We do a lot of sampled music, a lot of dance music, and you know, a little rock here and there. We really like to get the crowd really going crazy.
Nice. Tell me a little bit about when you guys are rocking out here, your relationship with the Mohawk House, how really you guys pull in such a nice crowd, hometown crowd here in this awesome venue.
Well, Steve's awesome, you know. He's such a nice guy. It's such a comfortable environment. It makes you feel good, you know. You know, it's a nice place. There's a lot of places you go and you get in and out. And you don't know what's going on. I mean, this place it's really down to earth. You know, it's a really great place to work. You know, it really is.
Alrighty, folks, I am here with head chef Kenny Salmon, and today we are going to be cooking zuppa de pêche. That's Italian for fish soup. And let me tell you, if you have not had zuppa de pêche here at Mohawk House, you are truly missing out. Okay.
Okay. Well, of course, I have a hot pan. Start off with a little garlic and olive oil. A little bit.
Smells nice.
Pepper.
Okay.
Throw in a little bit of basil, but of course we have the basil in the
In
marinara.
your sauce, right?
But I like to infuse the oil with the basil and also parsley. I like to put parsley right in the oil.
Nice. That's sizzling.
Yeah, clams. Usually put 3 clams, 5 mussels.
Lovely.
You can throw that lobster claw in because that's going to take a little while.
Okay.
A little white wine. White
Ooh.
cooking wine. Throw that in. And we use clam juice, so it's a good fishy broth. Plus you pick up all the flavor from the shellfish also, and all the fish that's going to be cooked in there.
All right.
I'm going to come over and, of course, marinara.
Alrighty.
This is our marinara right here. You can see it's nice and chunky.
Yeah,
it's nice and
beautiful.
fresh. It's got a beautiful color to it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
A nice ladle of that. Right in.
Look at that color.
I love it.
Awesome.
And you know our hot pan trick to kind of emulsify and help it to get going. Cooking.
Ooh, nice.
Right in. Don't do this at home.
Right? If I was doing this at home, that would have already caught on fire.
We like fire here.
that rag
In
would
the
have been up.
dangerous cooking. We have a need for speed.
Yes, I gotcha.
But as you can see, it's kind of like emulsified it a little bit. Now, if you see, look at the mussels. Because you hit it in the hot pan.
Yeah,
it
already
kind of
opening.
It kind of mixed the sauce together a little bit.
Yeah, fantastic.
But the mussels popped right open. And we don't like overdose. You know, it's
Absolutely.
important. So what we do, while I let this cook down, any of the shellfish that opens is done. We're gonna add lobster tail,
Beautiful.
some shrimp,
Some big old shrimp. Lovely.
and now this is all gonna flavor this broth also.
Nice. Seafood lover's delight over here. My
And I
word.
think, you know what? A lot of people said, "Oh my God, it's so good and it's fresh." It's, you know, if you're not using fresh fish, it's gonna flavor the whole,
Oh yeah,
the
if,
whole
you're not,
broth.
if it's
you
not
know?
fresh,
So
it's gross.
if you have to use fresh fish. You know?
Absolutely.
This is all this is coming together, and calamari. Fresh
Wonderful.
calamari. I love calamari. I love it grilled,
Who
sauteed.
doesn't?
There we go. Oh yeah, now we're getting there.
Beautiful.
Up nicely. And I love these big clams. And you can just see all the seafood in there, so you can imagine all the flavors we have going on. Take out the clam. That's good.
Beautiful.
So yes, it's not an easy dish to do on a.
You have to be patient.
Yep. You can see there's a lot of flavor going on there.
I love it. I'm so excited
And
to try
it's simple,
it.
It's simple things, but when you, it's not simple. You know what I mean? Like the marinara, it takes a long time to do it correctly.
Yes.
You know, but it makes such a difference.
Absolutely.
Where some places are like, just throw sugar in it, you know, and it's
Sugar.
sugar.
Sugar, sugar.
Almost there. Hands open, and then we'll be there. And you know, the caramelized onions, the natural sweetness, it just, there's nothing like it. We put on the filet mignon sandwich, we also put on the filet dish. You know, and the filet, we haven't changed it since I got here.
Yeah,
We
and
have
it's
the Gruyere gratin potatoes.
It's amazing.
The filet with the caramelized onions on top, asparagus, and the demi-glace, and just all
Phenomenal.
those components coming together. It's nice.
Okay.
Lobster. See that nice, it's brothy, but it's thick at the same time. So we'll just toss back in our shellfish, shrimp, and see the little bit of juice that all came out.
Yes.
Throw that back in.
Fabulous.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now I'm going to cook our diolini. This is fresh pasta, so it doesn't take long to cook it all. We throw it in our salted boiling water.
Great.
I think we'll start building our plate while our pasta's cooking.
Okay.
And start putting our clams around.
Wow. This is a hearty dish.
Yeah. This is a technique dish.
Sure is.
It's all about technique. Pasta's good. Now, zuppa de pesce really is, it means fish soup. Fish stew in Italian. So, but we thought we'd throw a little pasta in it. We'll Americanize it a little bit.
Why not, right? Who doesn't love pasta?
We like to just toss it a little bit. Not
Beautiful.
toss it, but spin it in the sauce. Put that right in the middle. And then we can build our dish. Start building.
Lovely.
It is one big plate of seafood, as you can see. Start pouring the juice over. Lots of juice. We got our lobster tail.
Wow.
Yeah. No messing around with this dish.
No, this is no messing around. Jeez Louise.
Clean off the sides a little bit. You
Beautiful.
can see the broth. It's very brothy. That's the way I like it. You drink it like soup.
Oh my gosh.
A little parsley around.
Gorgeous.
Good to go.
Voila. Bon appetit. Alrighty, folks, my favorite part of the show, I get to sample the food. And here we have this beautiful, amazing entree of zuppa de pesce, cooked from scratch. Technique has been impeccable. And Chef Ken and his staff really, no corners cut here, folks. I mean, seriously. You saw how long it took to make it, and now you get to see how long it takes to eat it. So first, I'm gonna try this, Kenny. Mouth watering, I can tell.
I love seafood.
Oh my God. Ken.
And the sweetness of the sauce, you know, it's a natural sweetness.
It's naturally sweet, but it's so soft.
Yeah.
And it blends so well. And like you said,
It's amazing when you don't cut corners and
oh
you
my
do
God,
things.
the lobster. Oh my gosh.
We're old school when it comes to the food. You know?
Amazing. The flavor from the sauce really sets into your palate on the seafood. Wow.
And you get all the different kinds of seafood in there. You get the shellfish, you know, 'cause of course that's helping the flavor of the broth.
Oh
But,
my gosh.
You know, like I
gotta
said,
eat this big
you
old
can't-
scallop.
You can't get away with not using fresh seafood on a dish like this.
Oh my gosh.
There's no, because you don't taste fish. You know,
It's not
you
a fishy taste at
seafood.
all. This is rich seafood with a wonderfully, really well-made sauce. Here, cheers to you, my friend.
Salute.
We have our Kendall Jackson white Chardonnay, which you really could pair up this dish with a red or a white, and we went with white, which, you know, I'm a red girl normally, but really this white tastes really nice. So Ken, we're in the fall now, lots of new dishes, new stuff on the menu. You know, what can people expect when they come into Mohawk House?
Well, the seasonable vegetables, fruits, you know, we keep up with the season, and we're always coming up with new ideas for new dishes, keeping it very interesting, something that people can associate with, but really giving it a nice technique to it. And
Awesome. Ever changing here, folks.
Sophisticated.
Sophistication, classy, elegance, all of it. All in one, wrapped up to one here at the Mohawk House. As you all know, I work here. I love this place. I love the staff, the people, the food. Best atmosphere around in Sussex County. Hands down. If you want to dispute me on it, find me, and I'll dispute you on this, because it is. It's the best place around. We have a big Facebook campaign, folks. If you have not liked Mohawk House on Facebook, you need to go out and like us, because on Facebook
you can
constantly
see all
have the updates, specials. We have pictures of the food, of the staff, upcoming entertainment and events daily. And we'd love to hear your feedback. Steve and Rachel love to see that you guys are a part of this fine establishment. MohawkHouse.com, or you can call us, make reservations. Again, you can sit and dine. You can sit by the bar. With the fall, with all the foliage, you can sit on our terrace and really, truly enjoy the gift that is this place in beautiful Sparta, New Jersey. So, folks, once again, zuppa de pesce, made from the best, and only good things to come here at Mohawk House in the fall. So stay with us, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. I am Nikki Morville for Destination Mohawk House. Bye.